Hello and welcome back to another episode of Measurement in a Minute. I'm your host, 𝗦𝗧𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬 with Lakeside Process Controls. And in today's episode, we're continuing our discussion around 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬 1600 compact transmitter. Now in the last episode, we talked about the OSI model for Ethernet, and we mentioned the various layers throughout. Today we're going to take a little bit more of a deep dive, focus on the bottom layer, the physical layer, and the different options we have with the 1600 transmitter. Now, two of these layers we talked about are the conventional Ethernet or the power over Ethernet options for the physical layer. Conventional Ethernet is defined as the splitting of the Ethernet port for communication and the power port for either AC or DC power in this case. Now this setup is going to be perfect for situations where we maybe not have concerns around hazardous area approvals. The sensor itself probably needs a higher amount of power. In this case, it's a Coriolis sensor, not going to be intrinsically safe. But the drawback with this setup is you do need a separate loop for power than you do for communication. You might think, well, how is that any different than if we were maybe communicating 4 to 20 with HART? Well, it's not. But how it differs between power over Ethernet is we can combine these together. So we can combine power and data on the same conventional Cat5 or greater Ethernet cable in Class 1 Div 2 zones. So again, the sensor itself requires a high amount of power. It's not going to be intrinsically safe, but you do not need to provide separate power. Okay, and this is a huge advantage because it simplifies installation tremendously. Now, of course, you might not be able to provide power over Ethernet depending on the situation on your site. So there is an option available to have conventional Ethernet within the 1600 transmitter as well as power over Ethernet depending on the situation. So again, just increases the flexibility in the setup. Now, if you've heard rumors about Ethernet APL, where this takes it one step further is being able to do power over Ethernet, but in an intrinsically safe zone. And that is still being developed. Should you have any questions about 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬's 1600 transmitter or any other of our products, please reach out using the QR code on screen. Thanks and have a great day.